Welcome back to the Redshirt Culture Podcast. Today is October 29th, and we have a very special episode for you today. We just wrapped up a conversation with our teammates and friends, Aiden and Riley Miller, and it was interesting to say the least. Welcome back to episode 18. My name is Stefan, also known as True Regime, also known as True RGM, depending on how you like to say it. I didn't do that last week, but I had to bring it back for our good friend Will Riley. I'm here with my good friend Tanner Geary, and should we just throw it straight to this interview? I wouldn't even call it an interview. Our conversation.
I think we have to. It's absolutely electric.
Yeah, it was some good parts about it. Some parts I may have to cut out. I'll look at the tape. But I would say it was a good, productive conversation. And I was heading in, and I was like, man, like I'm pretty good at putting these guys in like a mental pretzel, but they did that to me today. They as our friend Will Riley said, they best me at my own game. So we'll just throw it straight to them right now. We now welcome on our second ever guest, and if you're watching this, you may be a little confused because there's two people here. And why am I talking in the singular right now? And they're a team package. As you can see, they're twins, which also means they're brothers. And to us, they're great friends of ours. They're also teammates. But most importantly, to Tanner and I would say, these two are students of life. They're a couple years younger than us. We kind of have taken them under our wing. Taught them the ropes of school, taught them the ropes of running at the university level. And, the way I see it is we're kind of like Vince Carter to their Kevin Herter, just that's kind of the relationship we have. So without further ado, let's welcome in Riley and Aiden. How you doing on this fine Thursday morning?
I'm good.
Pretty good.
Good
How
to
are
be
you
on
boys
here
today?
It was pretty good. I absolutely destroyed that introduction. Not a big deal. That was unbelievable.
That's pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie.
And before I let Tanner speak whatever he's doing over there, I don't know. I do have one question to start it all off. And I kind of got late notice that you guys were coming on, so I got the research department going right away. And is it true that you guys still sleep in bunk beds and like tuck each other in every night?
Only on weekends.
It's a weekend kind of thing.
It's a weekend kind of thing. We save that stuff for the weekends. The weekdays, we keep it real professional. With jobs and everything, you got to keep.
So you guys are working men now, I guess.
Yeah,
you kind of know my lifestyle now.
Exactly.
That is true. Since
like you said, taken under your wing. We're just trying to adopt the correct lifestyle moving forward here. So.
Tanner, you got anything? How are you today?
Yeah. So, how about Ken Giles, hey?
That's funny. I also don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that'll have to be for another time. Check out that episode. But Riley, did I hear right that you plan on going back to bed immediately after this pod?
That's correct. I got to get my sleep. I'm a late night owl, so I got to really sleep in. I'll probably throw in a dirty, maybe dirty 20K after I wake up at around 11, just to get the miles in, right? Got a lot of competitions.
I'll be off for work.
I went for 45 minutes yesterday at 5-minute per K pace. I was moving.
That's really close to what Michaela's doing on her long runs there.
Yeah,
it's close to that 352s or whatever. So
yeah,
it's a good job,
Stefan.
No.
The day after the race on Saturday, which we'll recap soon, she did 20.6K, average 402. Last 6K was 350.
It's impressive stuff.
I wonder if Norm, our coach, ever sees that. He says anything to her. It's weird.
That would be like That'd be like
She's
a
built
guy doing
different, so.
330s.
Yeah,
she's
that's
Yeah,
fast.
it would be. Yeah.
She's built different.
It's a little
No big
too high
deal.
altitude in North Van to do that. I mean, what are we talking about today? I don't know what Tanner has planned in store for us, but
Yeah, let's recap the race first. Aiden, you want to
Classic.
tell us how was it for you?
It was not bad. Our last race was actually there, so our last one, or my last one there went pretty well. So I was hoping it would be the same. I mean, it was decent, like opener. The only thing is a freshman beat me, which I was not exactly happy about. If I beat him and was right behind Riley, I'd probably been a bit happier with it. But since he beat me, I kind of like put a sour taste in my mouth about it. But I mean, I think I was averaging like 311, 312 averages, so it's like kind of like whatever.
Okay, that's pretty good. So about this freshman, which freshman was it?
It was the American Spencer from Portland.
Oh, I see.
It's
He's
been
pretty
weird
good,
'cause,
eh?
I mean, yeah, it was surprising because he hasn't done any of the workouts with us or anything. He's in the group lower than us,
Yeah.
so it was kind of weird to see him up there, and I was kind of surprised. But my biggest thing was just like, don't let Jonah beat me. So that didn't happen, so I'm happy about that.
Why'd you have to clarify that he was American?
I mean, I don't know, just for our
Yeah.
American viewers, because if they wanted to know.
That is true. Most of the viewer base is American.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. All the Americans, American beat a Canadian over there.
Well,
But yeah,
the thing about that, I mean, he is in the same city as Damian Lillard, so you just know he's obviously built different. Like it's just a fact. Damian Lillard, Spencer Hardy, are they even like different? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Big Spencer. So Stefan, how was the race for you?
Not
Were
good.
you right up there with the leaders, right up at the start?
No, I got dropped in the first 600 meters and never recovered. I don't know how it happened. It happened so fast because we kind of got caught behind a little brigade there, Tanner and I, and
There was like 3 tall cleaves in front of us.
not the
and
actual top
we had to
cubes.
maneuver around them, and yeah, and then I tried to like catch up probably in the second lap, and then I realized it was too far, so I just started running with this guy from Trinity, and I kind of knew that I was feeling better than him, but I just wanted to work with him, and then I just absolutely I think I put like 20 seconds on him in the last 50 meters.
Impressive.
We
Good
got to like a
finishing kick.
point in the race where people were too far ahead and they were too far behind that you didn't really want to make any moves in the middle of the race because it was for obviously you guys don't know if you weren't there, but it was super windy, like super windy, so it would have been really hard if you weren't running in a pack.
Mhm.
That also like made it way worse from a COVID standpoint. But the start of the race, Stefan and I were together. We quickly got dropped, and then unfortunately Stefan quickly dropped me when I was bringing up the rear of the race. Yeah, it was kind of rough, but that's okay. Steph and I were looking at our times, and I think we did that 6K slower than we ran 10K there last year. So
Yeah, I think I ran 33 mid 10K, which is like 321 pace, and I think on a Saturday I ran like 324 pace for 6K.
yeah, there was one
Classic.
point in the race I looked at my watch and it said 341.
Jeez.
Wow, that's close to Michaela's Sunday long runs. That's
Yeah,
wow.
actually though, we do have another little time trial coming up this weekend. You're not going to be there, but
No,
You're not going?
I'm
No,
dodging
they're not
it.
going.
I'm
But we
dodging it.
both. I
Are you
have
Tanner?
work.
Of course I'm going.
I'm dodging it. Cleve runner is in my head, honestly. Like I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
I've got a big job on Saturday probably. You guys hear what my job is?
Is it pacing Cleve runner?
That's right.
Oh wow.
I heard that. I know that Dylan asked John to pace him, but I think John didn't really want to. So I think
Yeah.
he told Norm and CJ, he's like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, so
And then I
Kieran's
guess-
no longer pacing the fast guys like Tyler and Thomas, and then there's no one to pace Dill Runner. So he asked me. But to back up a little bit, So, Stefan, you want to explain what we have on Saturday? Who are the different races? What are the different
Uh,
differences?
yeah, I guess. I mean, I would say the 5K is the main event of the evening, and then the undercard is the 1500 and the 3K. Um, I guess. I guess there'll be. Dylan will have a main event in the 3K. He's chasing a quick time, I think, but I think we're gonna have a big pack trying to run like 15 minutes in the 5K, which should be fun. I think, Liam Kramer will be doing it, who dodged me at the cross country race last week. He saw me run an absolutely unbelievable workout last Tuesday and got super scared, so he didn't do the cross race, which was tough to see. I hate to see it. So I'm probably going to take him down pretty easily. And then, yeah, that's kind of what we have on tap. A nice little time trial on Halloween of all days. So I think it's going to be like a midday little Halloween festive kind of thing. So I don't know. Maybe I'll bring some candy. Oh, is Tanner gone? Tanner's gone.
Tanner's gone.
I was gonna say, part of my sandbag for that time trial, I'm a working man now, so I do work Saturdays, and it's a bit tough for me to get out there. Work comes first now, so
Yeah.
Same.
part
That
of
is
the
same for me.
reason. Also, is dodging cleave runners. This the second, like, the sub reason. So
I mean,
Yeah,
he did
Cle-
dodge us. He did dodge us out in Abbotsford on the weekend. So I mean, that's
He had to
true.
race for this elite time trial I'm about to pace him for. So yeah, I was talking to Norm, and Norm was like, "Oh, are you gonna come out to the time trial?" And I said, "Oh, I'll probably come. I can kind of do whatever you need. I'll just race, I guess, or I'll pace if you need someone." And I said to him, I was like, "I don't think I can really pace anyone though. I'm kind of too slow right now." And then Cleve Runner was standing right there, and Dylan asked me, he says, "Oh, you can pace me if you want." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." He says, "Okay, I want 8:30 pace, so 68." So I was like, "Okay, I can pace you. No guarantees how far I make it. I may make it 800 meters, or I may make it 1,600 meters. I'm just gonna drop out however far I go." So
Are you gonna wear next percents, or because you're pretty good
I'm
at
honestly
800s?
probably gonna wear track spikes.
oof,
Damn,
it's a serious.
that's the latest track spikes have ever been seen ever before October 31st, actually 31st.
I think I could probably make it to 1,600 meters for a 4:32. I think so.
I'm still debating what spikes I'm gonna wear because I think I'm doing the 5K, and I got my classic hero 1,500 spikes. I've run a 3K in them before though, but when I was pacing the first 5K, I was cramping up at 3,600 wearing those spikes. So that was tough, but I also have my Luc Brochet signed spikes that I wear but I've never raced well in them. I wonder why. Maybe because of the person who wore them previously. But so I think I might just huck the 1,500 spikes and hopefully I don't cramp up.
When did you get Luc Brochet to sign your spikes, and why did you do that?
I did not ask. They came signed. I would
Oh.
never ask for a signature.
Wait, how did you get them?
Yeah, that would be funny if you asked him to sign them.
I was gonna say.
An old friend of mine just gave them to me. Very nice of him.
Oh, nice.
So are you
Classic.
actually racing it, Stefan, or are you pacing? Will you actually be going for the time here?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Norm
What's your goal?
Norm texted me last night asking what pace I said, and I said maybe start a little slower than 15, and then with 2K to go, ramp it up.
All right, my predict. Wait, what's your PB right now in the 5K?
I don't seem to recall.
Is it does it have a 15 in it?
I mean, you have to get to 15 to get to 16.
You can't have one without the other,
Exactly.
I'm gonna say that you do 15-15.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that probably put me on track to break 150 in the 800 by the spring.
Definitely.
4 minutes in the 15.
Hey, that's old news. I did that a while ago.
That's true. That's true. Maybe
Yeah.
4 minutes in the mile. That's more like it.
Okay, we did have something else aside from running that we kind of wanted to talk about. Probably first. No, not that yet, Stefan. Just wait. Contain yourself. We'll save that for the end. But I'm sure you guys saw some of the World Series stuff. What do you think, Aiden? What do you think about Turner coming back onto the field after testing positive for COVID, getting pulled, and then coming back? It's hard. It's not as
Yeah,
easy as it
I
seems.
I heard I heard about that. That's like a. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna get any fines for that or what the league's rules are for that stuff. I mean, obviously, like in a pandemic, it looks really bad and stuff. But like, I mean, how can you not? Like, your team just won the World Series. How can you not
I know.
celebrate? I
So
mean, I
what would
don't
you do?
know.
Are you saying you would go on the field like
I mean,
no
it
mask?
depends. Like, I guess they didn't like put him in a. I'm confused at like how that happened. Like, where was he after he got pulled? Was he not like in a separate room? Like, how did he just make
Okay,
his way
yes.
back onto the field? Can you give me
Yeah,
some
Stefan, can
background
you
to that,
explain that?
Stefan?
So he was pulled in like the 7th inning, I think.
Yeah.
After the test came back positive. So the previous day was inconclusive, and then the day of game 6, it came back positive. So he was pulled, and I would guess he was like put into isolation or whatever. And then when they won, he just ignored everything and just
He
went out.
escapes.
I mean, I feel like it's like a I feel like I wouldn't know what I would do until the situation because it's such a crazy moment. Like it's such a weird moment. It's like, what do you do in that standpoint? I mean, it looks really bad that he came out, but I feel like it would be really hard. And like you're also putting your teammates at risk too
I know,
of
it's
getting
And
hard.
like
it. So
all
it's
their
like,
family members who are on the field.
yeah,
Like there's kids out there. Like
But
yeah.
Rob Manfred's definitely like he's old. If he gets
that's
it,
okay
he's
if
done
he
so.
does.
Maybe I think I would have done something like maybe I would have come onto the field, but like stayed like really far away from everyone, like in the outfield or
Yeah.
something, and just like kind of like ran around the outfield and celebrated or something. I don't know. Like it's like what do you even do? In that,
It's
Yeah. I don't know. It's World Series is a once in a lifetime thing. So I get it. Like he probably should be fined, but I mean, for saying what I would do in that situation, again, I don't know. Something what Aiden said probably sounds about right. That sounds like something I would try and do. But in the moment, like your team just won the World Series, once in a lifetime thing. It's a tough situation. I would agree.
I
I heard that
I
it possibly might have been the false positive. Is that right? Is
No,
that
I think
now
it's positive.
oh, okay.
the thing was like I don't know, I probably wouldn't want to sit in the room, but the way he did it, like you guys just said, was almost a little too much because so he came onto the field and him and his wife were wearing a mask,
Like,
but then he was like hugging his teammates. He was hugging like the head of operations for the Dodgers, holding the trophy, and then he sat there for the photo and like took his mask off for the photo, and then got up and was like hugging people without the mask and talking to people without the mask. And then someone finally like came over to him, someone from the Dodgers in the head office, and like spoke to him, and then him and his wife took a picture and then they left the field.
I mean, you can just
Stefan,
take a picture 2 weeks later.
it's not the
It's not
same
the
though.
same.
I heard them say that they could like plan, they would give Turner another way to celebrate once he was like
yeah, it's
But
not
I
the
mean,
clear of
that's like
COVID, but it's
not
not the
anything
same.
the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't
know.
really replicate like in the moment, like it just happened kind of thing. You know, you just got the last out in the
I mean,
World
I
Series.
can't
So
replicate winning the 1500 title at NAIA's in Alabama, but
fair enough.
I
That's
True.
a
just have
very
to
good
deal with
point.
that.
You experienced it though.
Not
He
winning.
might not have got to. Oh, not winning. Fair
No,
enough.
we didn't win.
I did.
Yeah, you know why I didn't go? Because of my teeth.
Oh yeah, you fell on your fucking face. I remember walking into first year. He was a freshman, and this guy, he's like sitting here, and his freaking face is all messed up, and his stuff, and his
Wow.
teeth are all jumbled, and like I was like,
Looking
"What
like
the heck
Ralph.
happened? What the heck happened to this guy?"
He's looking like Rowley from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Okay. Stefan, are we ready for our final segment?
Yeah, you can lead it off if you want.
Okay, so for all our guests, we're gonna start doing a special segment for each guest at the end to end things off. So for you guys, we were thinking about what's kind of like the best thing to talk about. What are some things for like good discussion, like best interest, maybe that the viewers will like. So we're proud to debut a conspiracy corner with the Millers and the Redshirt Culture podcast.
Oh,
So
boy.
we have a series of questions. Some things may be true, some things may be conspiracies. Depends on how you see them. And we'd like to just discuss kind of like some different thoughts
Okay.
on them, some different opinions. But
Fair enough.
I'll let Stefan go first with the first one on tap. I know he's got a good one.
Well, mine's not really a conspiracy. I mean,
Let's hear it.
just what are your thoughts on time dilation?
Time
Sorry,
dilation?
What?
Yeah,
You have to explain it.
like when you changes in gravity changes how fast time goes. So like say you're near a black hole, like you would only age like 30 seconds, whereas people on Earth would age like 10 years.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I feel like that's an unknown because I feel like no one's done that or experienced it. So I mean, I wouldn't deny. I wouldn't say it's a conspiracy if no one had a chance to achieve it yet.
No,
So I don't know.
I see what you're saying. One time when there was like a small earthquake, I literally felt the world kind of go ahead a second. Like it was just a whole second. So I do know what you mean by time dilation on the earthquakes. You know, you feel that little jumble, and then you just feel like you're going forward in time in a second or so. So
Does an
I think what
earthquake
you're
change
saying.
gravity?
I have heard that it does change, sometime or something. So it's not. Don't quote me on that. Like I'm sure there's a scientist that'll back that up for you, but I've heard that. So
I believe that time dilation also subscribes to the theory that a clock that is moving is slower than a clock that's in one spot. That time is slower on the clock that is moving. Do you think this is true? Like when you drive your car, does that clock usually go a little bit slower? Like a lot of times the car clock ends up being like a little bit behind or different than like the actual time.
Yeah, that
Good point.
honestly, look, my car clock is 2 minutes,
2 minutes.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
minutes slow.
see?
It actually
proof.
is.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, because your phone clock and like watch clocks are usually right, but then like your car is like, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
to think about.
So are we okay, so go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think time dilation is just really your memories. You know, like in 60 years from now, you can look back at this video when we're all young folks, and like it will take you back in time. And maybe time dilation is just your mind playing tricks on the past.
That's
Could
something
be.
to think
Wow.
about. Yeah, it could
That's
be
deep.
that.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
It's
It's very
deep.
deep.
So
Very deep.
number two,
Super
number two for you. This one, another interesting concept. Could be very true. Actually, I kind of find myself like believing it a little bit sometimes. Have you heard of Chem Trails?
Yes, I
No,
have.
I haven't.
It's the smoke that comes out of planes. You know those lines in the air that you see.
Oh yes, yeah.
And people think that it's like chemicals that the government is like pouring on us to like control us or something. Right?
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I
So-
haven't really looked into that much, but okay, I guess if there's explanations for the smoke, then I mean, like, is it true? Like, it could be that. I mean, I feel like someone
Yeah,
would
well-
have debunked that by now, and like, but I mean, it's possible.
What in God's name is that?
Is that for alien?
Ed, I think that was the government. They like heard us talking about the chemtrails. They're coming in to stop us. Oh my gosh, they're coming back.
Hi, FBI agent.
I don't know. I personally think this one's a bit overarching just because Like I feel like you'd have some like plane operator guy like expose the government like with those chemicals.
Oh,
Like,
but they
in the
wouldn't know.
plane.
No, it just like comes out. It just like comes out of the
They
fuel and
don't
then comes
know.
out the back. Why else would that be there though? Like, why else does that happen to all the planes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, like only like some of the planes too. Why can you only
Yeah.
see it sometimes?
So that means that the government would have to control like basically all production of like
Mhm.
fuel for planes, basically. If they were to do that, or at least the ones
Yeah.
they wanted to let it go in. But yeah, so I feel like that would be difficult to control all the fuel. Like I don't know where
Okay.
planes get fuel from, but
Okay.
like
Mhm.
they'd have to control that for that to be possible. I feel like
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, Stefan, do you have another one? I've got some more here, but
I don't have any more.
okay. So the next one up here. This is also another commonly held belief. I'm gonna leave out some of these that are a little too edgy.
Radical.
Yeah, a little too radical. I had some Will suggestions that are just way too radical to talk about on here. But okay, this for our second last one. Let's talk about the moon landing.
Oh, my favorite.
That's 100% a conspiracy.
Conspiracy. I've said this since day one. I remember in Minnesota last year, we went over this a bunch of times. Day one, conspiracy, completely fake. Not happened, or at least didn't happen when it first happened when they said
Yes,
it
that's
did.
what
No way.
yeah.
There's a bunch
So
of different things to prove it. Just from the way the flag was moving to the footsteps on the moon, it was staged by
Backdrop.
the US to out to beat the USSR in the space race, and it's a complete conspiracy, and you can't change my mind on that.
I do think that like I do think that too, but I think that now that someone else or like whoever has since then, I think at least like some of those times would have been like real. But like the first one, I don't know about the first one. Like
Is it Neil
there's like
Armstrong?
things. What?
See the first one? I don't know.
Yeah, Lance
yeah,
Armstrong.
yeah, he was.
And then so like for like
Just
the
shot
examples are
himself
like
in the leg when he was up there,
so like there when the picture there's like he's holding the American flag, right? And it's like flapping in the wind, but there's no
Yeah.
gravity and there's no gravity on the moon. So how would it be like doing that?
NASA's explanation for that, I have it, and we'll see what you guys think about it.
Okay,
When
let's
they
hear it.
pulled the flag
some
out
air
of the
pocket or
capsule,
something, right?
there was like an air pocket, and they took the picture right after they did that, and then the flag like moved. That's what their theory, or that's what they said to that.
That sounds kind of sketchy to me. I don't know.
Because I've seen a site where this guy has like listed a bunch of different things with it, and then there's like a response. NASA has like a response to each one, and like some of them are pretty like sus, like they don't really sound real. So you can judge for yourselves and look it up. But
I know the one was like also the backdrop, like the background of the picture doesn't look very real too. I know, or at least that's what I heard too. Or seeing the
Yes,
picture, it doesn't
Space
look
doesn't
that
look
real.
real.
Fair. So what about like the footprints?
I'm not sure too much about the footprints, but was there footprints? There was, right?
I think there's like that one famous footprint of the
Mhm.
first like footprint on moon or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you could take any like make it look like the moon, just put a footprint down and take a picture of it. I feel like so. I mean, how does anyone actually know it's from the moon, right?
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
It's like no one actually like they're sure there's a footprint, but do we actually know it's from the moon, or is it just like a footprint on like a random piece of like whatever on the ground that they took? You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is weird we haven't been to the moon in a long time though.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
exactly.
I still think it was real. But I mean, when was the last time we went to the moon? Like the 70s?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
actually.
when the last time.
I think they
was.
stopped
Good
going there
question.
because there wasn't really a point in going there anymore.
Yeah,
True.
but now there is because they just discovered water up there.
Oh, that
Did
means
they?
I
life.
saw that. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Soon Elon
But-
Musk will find a way to make it there.
In my I know the first man on the moon is going to be Elon Musk. I mean, that's quite
Yeah,
obvious. 'Cause
undoubtedly
everyone's a
obvious.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Elon Musk moon.
There could be, you never know. There could be some truth in this because who was it? Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin were up there. And wasn't Buzz Aldrin, the rumor is he was supposed to walk first on the moon. And then Neil Armstrong asked him to go back into the spaceship, whatever's capsule, to get something, and then he jumped the gun and went out first and claimed that he's the first one on the
I
moon.
love it.
I did not
So,
know that.
That's a
That's-
money move. That's power.
That's like the rumor. And now
power
no one really knows like who Buzz Aldrin is. They all just know who Neil Armstrong
Is that who that's who Buzz Lightyear is named after though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No, I actually have no
I
idea.
think you
It
just
could be.
made that up right now.
Well,
I like
sounds,
the concept though. That's good.
that makes
I wouldn't
sense
have thought
though.
of that.
That makes sense. Buzz Lightyear, I mean, that was just space. I don't know. I just put the 2 and 2 together. I feel
I
like
mean, that's smart.
it's definitely like
It's
a
a
It
thing.
could be. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
So if I mean, he's the all-time winner then. I mean, if you
This
get a
okay. So this
cartoon
this
character.
leads like really well into the last part of Conspiracy Corner, is that if we're agreeing or claiming that the moon landing was fake, it's rumored that they may have staged it at Area 51. What do you think about Area 51? Like, what are they hiding there? What do they do there?
I think that's definitely a possibility that they staged it there. I mean, I feel like that's like the best place they would have been able to do it without anyone knowing, because obviously no one has access to it. I mean, Area 51, yeah, they could be hiding stuff there. There's all these like sightings of like UFO stuff and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's weird that you don't often see like something where like the government just like doesn't show you at all anything about it, like nothing. Like you don't see like many stuff like that. Like there'll always be like pictures, or there'll be some kind of information on most places. Like there's like no information on it at all.
FBI's back.
So I mean,
The aliens are listening. I think that proves it right there. There are aliens in Area 51.
So what would they be hiding there though? Like why isn't anyone allowed to see it?
I think it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if we're talking, I don't think we're talking like green, like alien, like living things, you know. I think it's like really, I think for sure they are studying like a bunch of stuff from like, there's like possible like alien kind of stuff, like maybe like organisms that may be like sort of living, but like I'm not thinking anything like alien, like little like, you know,
ET.
green thing, ET phone home things, you know, like I don't think we're going that far into this, but I do think like possible living things like organisms, stuff like that. I think that's a possibility for sure.
or another thing.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it could be, I don't know, just like technology too that they're like developing, whatever. Like they don't want anyone else to know about, kind of stuff. Like other countries, that could be possible too.
Okay. And I think that's a great way to close our first ever Conspiracy Corner. I think it went so well that we're gonna have you back and make this a regular thing. Yeah, if any of you viewers have some conspiracies that you'd like to see discussed, please put them in the comments. Love to hear it. Love to talk about it. But Stefan, I'll let you wrap it up.
I gotta do one shout out to my boy Tua Tagovailoa starting on Sunday. Let's go Dolphins, baby! Franchise quarterback. Be out in the watch for that.
I'm sure he'll see this.
Riley, any
I
shout
hope
outs?
so.
Do you want to shout out like LeBron James, your friend, or anything too?
Nah, not LeBron. That guy's I would just shout out my boys, the Seahawks. You know, tough one against the Cardinals. The refs want us to lose. The NFL wants us to lose. We ain't gonna lose. That's all I have to say.
Okay, I like
Would
it.
you like to give any compliments to us?
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much for
much
having us on your show.
Having us on
I
your
will
show.
definitely start listening, maybe only to this one, probably not the other ones, but this one definitely.
I'll definitely listen to this one as well.
Well, you guys are super humble, and we definitely appreciate you coming on, and we'll have to do this again in 5 years.
Thank you.
I will. By then, you guys will be blown up in most popular
Exactly.
podcasts in the
This
world.
guy already
so-
thinks I'm not
Bigger
blown
than
up
Joe
when I have
Rogan.
84,000 people that want to tuck me into bed every night.
Well, that's fine. Hopefully, some of them
Okay.
are girls for you.
Who like baseball.
All right, that's enough. We're done here.
All right.
Well, I hope you enjoyed whatever that was. We started off talking a little racing, just some good competition, and then it kind of went off the rails and became a train wreck. I don't know what else is there to say. Do you have any comments on what just took place?
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, what was the most shocking part, would you say? Because I don't think I can pinpoint one.
I don't know. I
But
would, yeah. It was fantastic. I loved it.
there was there were a couple moments that I'm definitely gonna have to rewind and rewatch the tape for. Who knows if some of these things will ever see the light of day. You know, it might have to be erased from the internet. It was a little too dark conspiracy theories, but you know, we try to keep it civil, I would say. You know, like the moon landing stuff might ruffle some feathers if we're being honest, but like
Yeah,
disrespecting my boy Lance Armstrong, like that's not very cool.
yeah, we're gonna have to see actually how people take this, but there may be some answering to do to some of the beliefs that were stated.
Yeah, maybe next week we should have a scientist on.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually.
Do we know any scientists?
I know a Scientologist, Max Trummer.
I mean, I think that's just a great way to end it. I think we'll just see you next week. Maybe does that sound good to you?
Yeah, we'll see you next week.